This is a free horoscope prediction for today in love for Leo. Those born between July 23 and August 22 belong to this zodiac sign. Leo is perhaps the most passionate sign of all those that make up the zodiac. They are very fiery and need love to stabilize their lives. Those born under the sign of Leo will probably find themselves in one of those moments when you are indecisive and don't know where to go. On the one hand, you have what your mind tells you, but on the other hand, what you really want to do. Think that life is 2 days and you cannot lose one in deciding. If you are so blocked that you can't decide which of the two people would be more appropriate to maintain a relationship, the best thing you can do is separate yourself for a few days and reflect alone to really see which one you miss the most. Sometimes a little distance makes us see things more clearly and helps us make a decision. As for work and money, I tell you that these days are going to follow the usual trend, but this is something that is going to change for the better as indicated by the prediction of your Leo horoscope for the near affectionate and you love detailed men and who do not cut themselves when it comes to expressing their love. But at the same time you are very complicated because you don't like cloying men or those who give you ears. Without a doubt, conquering a Leo woman is quite complicated for anyone. Your heart is currently somewhat divided, and that is something that only you can clarify. It would not be bad if you listened to what your family or closest friends think, but you always have the last word. The natives of your sign are very changeable people. They have a duality of character that is quite difficult for other people to understand. This is why your relationships often fail. If you don't want to scare away someone who is interested in you, try not to be so changeable or he will end up thinking that you are not interested in him. In love, today's horoscope tells you that it is a time of waiting, of calm, and that moments of greater activity will come soon. Free horoscope prediction for Leo man. The Leo man usually has quite clear ideas, but today you may feel quite confused when it comes to love issues for some time and another who has recently burst into your lives. I advise you to distance yourself as much as possible from them and search within yourself for the answer you seek. Only you can know which of these women is the one that could fit you the most and be compatible enough to start a relationship. Today's Leo horoscope in love for singles. Friends of the sign of Leo, stop complaining about how the panorama is in terms of couples. Perhaps the reason that you do not find someone to start a relationship is rather how difficult it is to be happy, more than there are not interested and single people available to start a relationship. There are many ways and possibilities to meet people, and if it is not easy for you to do it directly, try it through your friends or colleagues. The point is that you should lose your shyness and relate more, and thus you will increase the chances of meeting someone who is compatible with you. If you have a partner, love helps us value the good and survive the bad. For your magic to work, both parties must be present. You have to give more of yourself in the form of time and the gap that is open between the two of you will continue to grow. If you do not have a partner, love must be patient. It is his main quality. So don't try to take overpowering or with the accelerator fully depressed. This person you are interested in wants to take their time. Think things through and be completely sure. It's up to you to give him the space he needs to make the best. This is a good day to take inventory of your strengths and your weaknesses. You have big plans for expansion and diversification, and the way to move forward with them is to know where you are and what accounts you have. Knowing yourself, your tools and your business is the beginning of that strategy. Enjoying your body is the first step to a healthy balance. You have to perform a ritual that, every morning, awakens all your senses and enhances its scope. So that as soon as the sun rises, before going out for your duties, taste, touch, smell, observe and listen, have a first contact with objects that delight all your senses. Today your partner expects a return to the root of love. Let the walls fall, let the gaps close, let the pretenses end. There are many vices in the relationship that must be overcome, because disappointment can fill the house. It's time to recover the authentic spark of love. The most powerful tool you have to ride this wave of negativity is your enthusiasm. It is a contagious force that must be transmitted to all members of your team. It is the main virtue that every way to look to the future and establish mechanisms so that you have a more promising future. Your well-being must be covered economically, so that you are guaranteed care in the event of any eventuality. Set aside a portion of your earnings to end on your own, starting today. You tend to be an all-or-nothing type of person. Moderation is not exactly your thing. Which is fine, most of the time. But it does mean that sometimes you end up having too much of a good thing, or not enough of something you need. As the sun, your ruler, is in a strong position, you are willing to make a firm commitment to a new idea. But before you decide to implement a drastic change, consider the possibility that a subtle adjustment will suffice. Today you will discover that by doing little you get a great attractive result. Tip of the day. They are going to offer you a deal that you must refuse. It will not be beneficial for you or anyone else. Lucky numbers for today: 3, 10, 12, 32, 33, 44. Free Leo Daily Horoscope Tips. All the signs can, July 23 and 31. Calm and reason will benefit you, but you have to be alert and love to news or events that can mark the days to come. Second Decan, August 1st to 10th. The horoscope tells you that thinking things through and acting with your head will give you results. Third Decan, August 11 and 22. Leo today must be especially careful not to make